Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here. I'm today with Toonami's ratings from March 6, 2021. Let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have Dragon Ball Super at a 0.20, Attack on Titan at a 0.15, The Food Wars at a 0.14, Fire Force at a 0.13, Black Clover at a 0.14, Gridman at a 0.11, Naruto Shippuden at a 0.11, and Demon Slayer at a 0.12. Overall, this week was a bit of a better week than last week, which honestly came as a bit of a surprise considering the fact that this Attack on Titan episode was a rerun of the previous weeks because of dubbing issues with Funimation, which can sum up anything dubbing related to Funimation, but I digress. But again, one thing I want to point out right off the top of the bat is Dragon Ball Super actually having a great week. Well, great week relative to recent standards. It went up 5/100ths here to that 0.20. First time it's been at a 0.20 in probably since early January, maybe only the first time in this calendar year it's gotten there. And then Attack on Titan. Usually reruns decrease in ratings, but no, not here. Yeah, Attack on Titan actually going up 1/100th with its number to a 0.15, which I found interesting. Like, there's no real reason to believe why, unless the night as a whole was supposed to go up with the more people watching Dragon Ball, but some people who saw Attack on Titan's like, wait, isn't this last week's episode, and just skipped it, which I think might have been the factor that kind of held down the bigger gains the rest of the block could have had here. Because you have the rest of the shows behind it have pretty decent retention. Like you have Food Wars going up to 0.14. Like I said, Food Wars, give it time. It's probably going to go up in ratings again, and it took the first step towards that there. Fire Force went up 100 to 0.13. And you had Black Clover finally spreading its wings, for since it's come back to a 0.14. It building on Fire Force, something I like to note there, which I think was pretty interesting because, like Black Clover, its first couple weeks back didn't really get good ratings, and this is probably the highest number it's gotten since it's come back. But it is kind of held back by the fact that it is in the middle of a big pocket of filler, and also apparently where Funimation's at to already post time skip, I believe. So that's probably holding it back too. A lot of people just waiting for it to get at least to that time skip. And then you had SSSS Gridman. It goes up, but it only goes up 1/100 to 0.11. It's always been kind of the black sheep of the block. It has never really done well. Like I said, it's probably the biggest overall disappointment so far in 2021 for Toonami. And then after that, you have Naruto at a 0.11, and then you have Demon Slayer building on that, actually, at a 0.12. However, you kind of have to throw an asterisk to those shows' numbers because they get the extra boost from next day streaming because those air at 3 in the morning, you know. But ultimately, slight improvement throughout the block. Dragon Ball Super really having a great week. Black Clover having a really great week with its increases. Black Clover being the only show that can boast it built. Oh, if you could say Demon Slayer did, but again, you have to ask just anything after 3 a.m. But ultimately, yeah. So next week we'll be back to a normal schedule. It will be a new episode of Attack on Titan, a dub premiere of Attack on Titan. I have to specify there. And other than that, everything else is going to be where it was last week. And yeah. So what do you guys think? And also, one more thing I want to add is not streaming. My video schedule for the next week. Tomorrow, I will be doing a quick review for the South Park special, which will be airing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So since I do a quick review, which means I review it quickly right after the episode, hopefully to expect to see that up at 9:10 Eastern Time. That's 6:10 Pacific Time if you're on the West Coast. And later this week, I want to kind of do a broad video covering that. We have new Arthur episodes this past week, including an interesting thing where they actually reanimated the episode with when Mrs. McGrady had cancer, and they reanimated it to simply remove the scene with Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong, now social pariah because it was discovered he basically cheated the entire time. And I want to do something kind of at least briefly talk about that. And there's other new episodes of Arthur airing this week, and I want to do a broad video about that when that happens. So it's going to take a little time, but hopefully I make that in the next week or so. So again, that's just the next videos I'm planning on. And if there's any Toonami news that just springs up out of nowhere, I'm going to cover that too. What do you guys think? Do you like Toonami rating video content like this? Please please comment and subscribe, and leave a comment. I love reading your comments. And I'm Super Orange Cat, and that is all.